mamas, welcome to my channel. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're about to give birth and are curious about what you will need to heal postpartum. If you're curious to see what my top 5 recommendations under $15 are, make sure to stick around to the very end. My name is Kasandra Sison and I love talking about, reviewing, and giving away baby and parenting products. So if you like this video and you want to see more, please make sure to subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to follow me on my mothering journey, follow me on Instagram. My little one turned 6 months yesterday. I cannot believe 6 months have passed already. She is halfway to 1. Oh, it went by so fast. But I remember giving birth and those first few weeks like they were yesterday. And there are 5 things I absolutely could not have lived and done without. What were those 5 items? The first item was my own personalized hospital gown. I purchased it through Amazon and there were very cute ones. I saw them ranging all different colors, all different designs. I picked a basic navy blue. The reason I picked this was because although those flower patterns are beautiful, those nice teals are amazing, you are healing, you are bleeding, and the chances that blood will get on those gowns are likely. So if you have those beautiful light colors, you might stain them and they might not come out. So I picked a basic navy blue. I debated between that and black, and those were the only 2 colors I was going to choose. But I absolutely loved it. I had purchased it early in advance and I actually used it throughout my pregnancy because it was nice, flowy, gave me space, but healing, it was a must. It had the buttons on the front so I was able to pull them down and nurse easily, and then they also had buttons on the back, so if the doctors or nurses needed to get to my backside, it was super simple. But I purchased it early so I was able to try it on, find something that was comfortable for me, and so I knew I would feel comfortable at the hospital. The gowns they have sometimes don't fit you well, are super big and uncomfortable, and leave you feeling exposed. So when you purchase your own in advance, you can try them on, send it back if you don't like it, and find one that fits you great. The one I picked was $30. However, I found some cute ones for $15, maybe $20. So I'll put all those links below. My second must-have are always Discreet underwears. You do not have to pick specifically this brand. I did, and I actually reviewed the Discreet and the Discreet boutiques. Click the link above if you want to see the difference of what I experienced of both and what are my opinions. But I chose Always and I love this one, but there are multiple other brands out there that you can try out. But I specifically did this one, and gosh, was it a lifesaver. I did not purchase my own for my first daughter. I used the hospital set and it was uncomfortable. They did not fit well and I leaked everywhere. With the Always Discreet underwear, I did not leak once. They held on well, and those first few days is when you're bleeding the most, and they can hold on to a lot. So I highly recommend purchasing your own and not relying on the hospital set, because those might not fit you well, they might be uncomfortable, and you're probably going to leak. I recommend sizing up. I'm usually a medium. I sized up to a large, and I even debated maybe even an extra large. You can use this whether you have a C-section or a vaginal birth. I had both. I had a C-section and a vaginal birth. So although I did not use these for my C-section because I remember the experience so well, I know I would have benefited from these so much if I did. Regardless of how you give birth, purchase your own. Item number 3, it is the DERMOPLAST Pain, Burn, and Itch Spray. I was not given this for my first daughter. I did have the C-section. However, with C-sections for me, I still bled. There was still uncomfortableness going down there. So I wish I would have been given this with my C-section as well, or I knew about this for my C-section. But for my vaginal birth, my gosh, it is instant relief. You use the restroom, you clean yourself up, and you spray this down there. It kind of is like a cool numbing spray. So it takes away a lot of the discomfort and a lot of the pain. I was able to find this on Amazon for about $6.48. So it is not bad. And used it multiple times a day for about a month, and I still have a lot left. So definitely get yourself at least 1 bottle, but to be safe, if you want to get 2, go ahead and do that. This is also a pain, burn, and itch. So let's say you cut yourself, you burn yourself, anything like that. It has multiple purposes, but I was actually given to this at the hospital specifically for the purpose of spraying down there to relieve the pain and the itch. Item number 4, and that is Tuck's medicated cooling pads. This will help if you end up getting any hemorrhoids from pushing or just any type of itching or discomfort down there. This will help as well. You can cool it, you can heat it, and it's a little invasive when you have to apply these. These are things you apply and you leave there. So you would want to leave there for probably a few minutes, and then once you think kind of the moisture has been absorbed, you will take it out. I would leave it on for about 15-20 minutes, then I would take it out, and since all the moisture and everything was absorbed, the medication and everything was providing the cooling, stayed there for a while. So definitely recommend these. So I'll be putting the link to that below. I use these daily, multiple times a day, and I still have quite a bit, and I use it for about a month. You'll probably want to purchase this ahead of time because depending how big your belly is, you would probably want those. You would probably want to purchase the hospital gown early because towards the end it might feel very comfortable to have that on. And even the underwear. Sometimes your underwear just might get a little too tight and you don't want to sit here and purchase all these underwears that won't fit you in a few weeks. So maybe just purchasing the underwears early and just using them towards the last few weeks of your pregnancy, I think would be a great idea also. The last thing are cooling and heating pads. Those are like those TheraPearls. I had one that I used, and with the TheraPearls you can use them either cold or warm them up. I personally like them warm. When I tried it cold, it did not feel pleasant for me, and it was actually really uncomfortable and it hurt a little. The DERMOPLAST actually cools, so I recommend that for cooling. And if you want anything warm, a TheraPearl pack. So I found these on Amazon. There were packs of 2 for like $9. So they were really great to have. They're simple. I did not use these long. This was after I stopped bleeding. I started to use these. But once the bleeding stopped, I still had discomfort. I still had a little bit of burning and a little bit of pain. So I ended up using the TheraPearls to warm them up and use it for a few minutes at a time, and it did bring me some relief. So I don't think you need this right away, right after birth, if you do a vaginal birth, but I do think during the healing process, after the bleeding has stopped and the swelling has gone away just a little bit, I think this would be a great add-on to have. So to review, what are my 5 top must-haves for your postpartum healing journey? Number 1, your hospital nursing gown. Number 2, the always discreet underwear. Number 3, the DERMOPLAST spray. Number 4, the Tuck's medicated cooling pads for hemorrhoids. And number 5, a TheraPearl heat to cool pad. These are things that I believe are a must-have. I use them daily, multiple times a day throughout the first month of my postpartum healing journey with my daughter. So add them to your baby registry or purchase them early in advance throughout your pregnancy. You will probably get a good use out of this even before you give birth. So I hope this review helped. It was a quick 5 things that I definitely wanted to share with you because they were miracle workers for me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. And if you want to follow me on my parenting and motherhood journey, follow me on Instagram. See you soon. And if no one's told you, you're an amazing parent and you're doing a great job.